Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we had a succession due to being mildly murdered at age 42, which is not a terrible age, and to be honest, the succession wasn't bad. We were the only male heir, and that was very convenient. No doubt about that. Unfortunately, we're 4 years old, and that means we're going to have some problems, not least of which are finances. We should mostly just be chilling at this moment. I'm going to bump it up to to speed 5 and encouraged improvements, huh? What does that actually get us? 10% development growth? Do it. Okay, so that seems good. We do have a dangerous faction here. What is this? Independence, but this is kind of a fake faction. Okay, so Songhai is the primary instigator behind this. What's he upset about? He wants a seat on the council, and we're over our domain limit and 2 years in debt. Yeah, those problems will get solved, as will the short reign, but this guy wanting a seat on the council is maybe a valid thing. So he's skill 16 Chancellor. That would be the best that he's got. We could get rid of this guy, who is not a powerful vassal, and we would then appoint in this guy. Okay, so something like that. That boosts him up to minus 48 opinion. That is significantly better, but he's still not going to be happy about that. And also, our marshal just died. So we should probably put in another powerful vassal here. Only skill 8? All of our powerful vassals suck at marshal. Okay. It's not great. I'm going to make our spy master be this. And we'll put in a different spy master. So she's considered a powerful vassal. That would be fine. We do need to bring up our legitimacy. That's okay. And this independence faction is currently too weak to send an ultimatum. This is good. And we are going to punish her. Fantastic. Guards indeed. None of these, I believe, will we be able to succeed here. Isn't this our regent? Yeah, that's our regent. Okay, so that's not going to be a thing for any of these. Okay, that's absolutely understood. No problem there, but we do need to deal with this debt issue. So, to that end, what do we want to do about it? We need to get whatever money we can. We've already cleaned out our inventory. And we've already cleaned out our royal court's inventory as well. So that would be normally how I would go about doing this, but all of these are currently displayed, and I want to keep those around. Our primary issue right now comes from our domain limit. That's a big problem. That is reducing our taxes by 60% and reducing our overall vassal opinion by minus 30. So it's not great. We could hand these out. We would have to go to war to get them back, almost certainly. But maybe that's not a problem. Maybe. I would really rather not do it if we can help it. So that would end up meaning that we need a lot more stewardship, no doubt about that, or just a domain limit upgrade. Now, we're currently working on onagers, and Ledger would give us building slots. Gavelkind gives us +1 domain limit. Okay, that's noted. So mots are going to be done in 9 months. We're not going to pay money. We absolutely do not want to pay money. That's for sure. We're hoping at this point that our regent skims us some. He would reduce his feudal taxes to us. This is probably long-term not good. And we're going to have to say no to that. Okay. So for the moment, we are working down here. Now, there is a plague here. Spotted fever. We could isolate our capital. And what does this actually do for us? Just increases the plague resistance. Let's go ahead and do this. It's going to reduce our control by 0.3 per month. Only in that county, but give us 40 plague resistance. Okay. So that seems good. Our plague resistance is currently 46. And we did just discover moths. Now, what is being exposed next? Gavelkind. That is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted next. Okay, cool. So with that being done, that seems good. We could get lustful, we could get chaste, or we could just go outside and play. Either way, I don't think it really matters. +2 learning. And +2 intrigue. We don't really need the fertility. Since we have access to 4 wives, it's not really a problem. We'll just go outside and play. There's bad air, and that's going to cost us 95 gold, but we don't want to give up the legitimacy either. Our legitimacy is kind of low. Yikes. This is not going tremendously well at this moment. That's for sure. So control is currently going down in our capital and in this area as well. That's noted. The regent failed to further her mandate again. She tried and failed. That's not good. So Craven or Brave. Brave is probably the best way to go here. Yes. We're going to become Brave. That seems good. We really need to solve this financial problem. Absolutely. That said, yeah, we're seeing the development here going down significantly. And is this due to susceptible to plague and because of the typhus? Okay, noted. So that plague is absolutely demolishing our progress there. We're going to gain 35 prestige. That's okay. And yes, we are in debt. That is absolutely understood. This plague is going away, though, and that's very, very good. We absolutely want it to go away. We're just waiting for it to fully disappear. It's right up over here, and at this point, we should unisolate our capital. Oh, it automatically unisolated? That's interesting. I believe it automatically unisolated, because we're not considered isolated now. So if we go back into here, development is going up. Okay. Yep, we definitely lost some development from that plague rolling through, which is, you know, not necessarily ideal, but it is reasonably fine for right now. So, all things considered, that wasn't too bad. Control levels did definitely go down in some of these areas. Crime cannot go unpunished. Guards. And we're going to get 50 gold out of that ransom. Okay. So, we are desperately in need of gold. And currently, we are 7 years of age, with only 4 stewardship. Okay. We did finish up increasing control, and we want to continue to work on that. I'm going to head up over to La Raba, where hopefully we'll get rid of this lack of sheriffs, as well as bring up our control level. Our control level in our capital is going up by 0.5 as well. So that seems reasonably fine for the moment. Yes, we're going to take 25 gold. Absolutely. That is something that we're going to do. Cool. We're not endorsed by our Hogan, and we can't do anything about that yet. We can't sway until we become 12. Our mother did become more powerful, and she is situational in her loyalty right now. Noted. However, she just gained 75 gold there. We want to gain that gold, of course. This is going to be 10 gold here, and this is going to be an additional 100 gold. Now, this is our vassal. We have to accept this, though. We really need to get the cash. So that'll be fine for now. I would not normally accept that, but it absolutely was necessary. So we lost the sheriff issue over here in La Raba. That seems good. No problem whatsoever there. Although we did just get bandits running rampant out over here due to being in debt. So that's going to need to be dealt with. We could become wrathful or we could become calm. Are either of these stewardship buffs? I don't think so. We're probably going to be calm here. That'll be fine. Okay. Regent leveraging position. Yeah, she got gold for herself again there. She has failed to get gold for us every time she has attempted to, which is very sad. We could steal these clothes. 20 stress because we're rowdy, but I'm okay with that because this is our Hogan. He'll gain 25 opinion of us, which isn't enough to make him endorse us, but it's close. So we'll definitely do that. There we go. That seems good. And where are these diseases? Okay, no problem whatsoever there. That seems good. Our sister has measles. That is fine. No issue at all. So looks like we are done working on our control level. So we should absolutely come over here. and bump that up. We get rid of that, but the control needs to come up. Perfect. So that'll be fine. In our capital, the control level is already maxed, so this looks good. There's incompetent tax collection up here that we're going to need to deal with as well. So we may want to just jump over here to immediately get rid of that and lose 25% control. So that way we get this extra plus 30, or rather 0.3 control growth. And we just have those going simultaneously. That should be absolutely fine. Lasting heartbreak, huh? Let's increase our diplomacy, hopefully. We did manage to do that. That's good. Our stewardship is now at skill 5, which is better. It's not amazing, but it's better. And we're now 9 years of age. Okay. So we're still working our way through this debt. We could become ambitious, sadistic, or paranoid. Ambitious is probably what we want to take here for that +1 stewardship. So let's do that. Perfect. That brings us up to 7 of 5 domain. That's a big deal. That's a really, really big deal that we're now at 7 of 5. So that's really, really good. We'll continue to work on optimizing that stewardship if we can. We could become insightful, but there's only a 25% chance of that. We're going to say better not. It's not even that good if we get it. So that'll be absolutely fine for now. And checking in on these, yeah, that seems absolutely okay. We are gaining a much better proportion of cash at this moment. A weak hook, huh? We intimidated her. Perfect. So that seems absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever. Now, the prize bow has low durability, and that's going to last 11 years. Sure. There is a dangerous faction here that is these populists again. Okay, 13 months on that. What can we do about it? Well, this guy wants a seat on the council. That would put him into positive opinion. If we gave him that, that might be a good thing here. So he is skill 19, stewardship. He's not quite as good as this guy, but I'm going to put him in here. So that puts him into positive opinion. And I doubt he'll leave the faction over that, but what is his faction commitment at this point? Do they no longer say that? I think they no longer say what the faction commitment is. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay, I'm dumb. Okay, so he'll leave with less than 5. It's minus 62. So he should leave that. Perfect. So with him leaving that faction, that's no longer a problem. The faction actually disbanded. So that seems really, really, really good. We can race on stilts or play with the T-Totem. Either way, it'll be fine. We gain 25 stress. Okay. Sure. That seems fine. So we're just continuing to cruise through here, and we could become friends with this guy. Increasing our intrigue, it doesn't really matter. That does not really matter. So we're currently 10 years of age, and our stewardship is going to continue to improve slowly. We need to get up to 7 domain limit, right? So we get some prowess here, potentially, or some martial. We're going to have to do this, though. So single combat. We're going to strike, parry, riposte. Definitely. Lose 6 stress because we are calm. Okay, seems good. Becomes harder to injure ourselves. Yep. We're just trying to lose stress right now. And we win. Fantastic. So that seems good. No problem whatsoever there. But of course, we are definitely low in our amount of gold and our amount of income. Those are both significant problems. We did just finish increasing control over here, so we'll work in Waradugu next. That'll be fine. Ooh, stewardship. Beautiful. We're going to gain 50 stress from this, but we want that stewardship badly. So we're now at skill 8 stewardship. That is much better. We didn't, unfortunately, get a domain limit from that. A domain limit would help us so much right now. Man, 105 additional gold down the drain there. I really don't like it, but here we are. So we can either get a crush on this girl or say girls are so fascinating, and I guess that's what we'll go with. Sure. Seems absolutely fine for the time being. What's our regent's loyalty right now? Situational? Okay. That's okay. We're not betrothed. We're not going to be just yet. Regent skimmed from mandate. Okay. She did pay 52 gold to us. So, at least that's something. We just joined the early medieval era, and that unlocks these technologies. That's absolutely fine. We're not concerned about them right now. We want to get Onager finished. We want to get Gavelkind finished. We want to get Ledger finished. Banis is less important, but I mean, an accolade available is pretty good. Let's not lie about that. 77 additional gold down the drain. That is really painful. We can ransom this guy, and we absolutely should do that. So that's an additional 50 gold back, but it's not ideal, certainly. How old are we? We are 11? Okay. We are about to a point where we can start to do things. So that would be absolutely good. We're just cruising on forward here. This just finished, and do we need to increase any additional control? Well, we've got incompetent tax collection here, so we'll get that dealt with. We'll just work on that for the moment. Cool. What do we have going on here? So this guy wants to be on the council, most likely. Let's take a look at their commitments in this. Plus 3,000 commitment due to personality. This guy's only at 95 commitment. What's he upset about? Well, over domain limit and below legitimacy expectations, and court grandeur below expected level. Okay, we can't do anything about all of those things right now. Unfortunately, these guys seem convinced that the way to go is to destroy the economy. So there is that. They're only at 71% right now. What can we do about that? Well, what's our court grandeur situation? So our court grandeur, our expectation is 9. And if we bump up to, say, here, that's going to cost us 21.25 per month. We simply do not have the income for that. Court grandeur expectations are too high. We can't do anything about that at this moment. High almoner? Sure, that's fine. There's also another court event available here. 10 court grandeur, that would be good. Setting our court amenities to decent fashion, though. We don't have the cash for that, I feel like, but we'll do it. That actually increased it? Okay. So our court grandeur level went up. So this guy is laying claim to the Kingdom of Guinea. Sure. That's going to be spicy for him, I'm sure. So I want to take a quick look here. They're at 68%. And that's this lad. Claimant is too old. Claimant's legitimacy is too low. Yeah. That is all a thing. But that over domain limit is a big part of it. Don't get me wrong. So lackluster administration. We need to get out of debt. How old are we? We're now 12. So the goal now is to start swaying our Hogan. That is going to increase our amount of income that we have there. And that'll be a very good thing for us. No doubt about that. But what we need more than anything right now is to come of age. So when are these guys going to fire? Currently in 24 months, but they're only at 66% military power right now. I think that we don't need to do anything about this at this exact moment. Very soon, we'll be able to do something about this. Okay. So this is looking mediocre at this point. We're in a rough situation, no doubt about it. We are up to 9 stewardship right now. I believe our next stewardship will get us an additional domain limit. Now, Onager has just been discovered, and that's all fine. We don't have the cash to change around our men-at-arms. We definitely don't want to do that right now. What I do want to do... Oh, we're not the culture head. Right. We'll see what they end up doing here. What did they do something in early medieval? We'll need to come of age to become the culture head. Coinage? Okay. We'll change that. Almost certainly. So that'll be fine for right now. I'm keeping an eye on this power level. It should be okay. I believe we're going to be fine on this front, with absolutely no problem there. Vengeful, Forgiving, or Shy? None of those will help our stewardship, so we'll see what we get. So we could get Compassionate. No stewardship there. Or shy. No stewardship there. We're going to go for compassion. That'll be okay. Cool. These guys just dropped down. Someone left that faction. No problem there. Beautiful. We also successfully swayed our Hogan, and that means we're making a lot more money now. That's a really, really big deal. Things are starting to improve significantly for us now. So we're now 13. We need 3 years until we come of age. I'm hoping that we get a domain limit upgrade between now and then. That'd be really, really nice. This ransom is absolutely acceptable. And yes, we are still in debt. Worodugu? Okay. So we're going to need to swap over to here and bump that control level down. This control level will continue to go up, but this is where it needs to be. Okay. So 7.1 at this point income. That's not so bad. We're still 2 domain above our limit. And we did go up to 10 stewardship. So that is absolutely noted. We should probably... Oh, our mother is back to selfless. Perfect. That looks good. So we should have no problem there, in theory. And we just need to get out of this regency. So this is Kong that gained the lackluster administration. Noted. We should swap over to here and increase control here. We've also got Laraba that's decreasing. So that is understood. I don't want to pay 75 gold right now. Absolutely not. So Kong lost that, and we should now head over to Laraba and get rid of the lackluster administration here. Sounds good. This control level will head up on its own. Our Chancellor just died. I'm going to put in this powerful vassal. That should be okay. Cool. Regent furthered the mandate and got feudal taxes. Okay, sure. That'll be fine. Cool. So we're still at 7 to 5. I was hoping 10 would get us to 6. I guess 11 will. 52 gold goes away. That is sad. What is this faction? We should definitely know what this faction is. So this is faction to install this guy on the Mali throne. Okay. So we can fight the faction. That's not a problem. The problem is economic. We don't want to have to fight the faction. So 3,000, mostly due to personality. 59 from this guy. Okay. And only 711 from this guy. We should start to sway this gentleman. Okay. With the idea being, if he leaves the faction, that'll be 20% contribution, and this will not be relevant. 30 opinion is good. We lost our court chronicler. That's fine. We also gained a level of fame. So that is really good, too. A faction has disbanded. It is this faction that's the problem, though. Their opinion of us did come up a fair amount. Oh, this guy's probably going to leave because of that level of fame upgrade. Yes, that's good, but that doesn't solve the problem. So we're no longer being tutored. Our tutor has died, I believe. Yeah, we need to educate child. And this is going to be this guy. Okay. That seems fine. So you're at plus 50 right now. Cool. We should be able to sway him and get that done. So how's this sway going? Going reasonably well is the answer. So about 4 to 5 months until we get a sway roll there. 11 months until these guys can fire. Okay, we successfully swayed him, and it looks like he may have left the faction. The faction actually full-on disbanded after that sway. Perfect. So we no longer need to sway here. That looks good. No problem at this point. We're very close to getting out of debt at long last. And that is phenomenal. We're 15 years of age right now. And our stewardship did go up to 11. Increased control in Kong is really good. That's now capped out due to our steward. And incompetent tax collection out over here means that we need to move our county control out over this way. So 87 and 98. Noted. Okay. So this is looking reasonably fine. We're going to come of age very, very shortly here. This is going to be 29 May. I'm going to take us off of speed 5 at this point. So we're going to be coming of age incredibly shortly. This will solve our domain limit problem. So that is good. That is a significant component of our problem. We became a fortune builder, which is not so bad. We're at 7 of 6, and we can now marry someone with high stewardship. She's lowborn, so probably no, but this would be fine. There we go. We lose the trait rowdy, of course, and we become the culture head. Yes, we're at 7 of 7, and we do want her to manage domain. So that's 7 of 8, and we're going to go with stewardship and wealth focus. Perfect. And we're going to come out of debt very, very quickly now. We can end our entrenched regency, which we'll do. Perfect. And we do need to get some spouses going here. So we're going to go for people like you. That'll be fine. And possibly independence faction here. Okay. Possibly you only have a son. So that's not going to be very useful. We're looking for daughters here that are not too terrible. These are our nephews. 31 reasons to not accept an alliance. Mostly due to their current amount of alliances. Okay, let's see about this guy. Not a lot going on here. However, we could potentially do something like this and get an alliance there. That'll be a useful thing for us. So we'll get rid of that faction. Then, what do we have going on here? We could definitely do this. Getting an alliance there. Perfect. And what else is in this faction? So, we've got this guy. Okay. He does have a spouse. He also has a regent right now. Both of his daughters have spouses. However, I'm wondering about something like this. That seems reasonable. No problem whatsoever there. And this independence faction is no longer a thing. Okay, beautiful. So, now we're at minus 16.6 for our, or rather plus 16.6 for our income. That is looking good. 100 stewardship lifestyle experience. I don't want to spend gold here if we can help it. We're just going to move on. So that seems reasonably fine. We're in a pretty good spot here. I want to come out of debt at this point. Coming out of debt is the next big thing that we need to do. That's going to be about 3 month ticks. And we are, of course, working through this lifestyle focus. We'll get there soon enough. Okay, we've got this royal court here. Our mother is apparently homesick. We'll start a learn language scheme. We'll start to learn her language. That's okay. So we can hold court. We're definitely not going to do that right now. The prize bow of valor is definitely having some needing repair issues. It's going to cost a lot, and we're probably going to have to just let it go away, which would mean that we would be better off to destroy it, but we can't destroy it because it's too rare. Okay. So that's noted. We are now officially out of debt, and that means that our men-at-arms are going to be replenishing for a month here. But that's not going to do too much. What we need to do right now is bring up our court grandeur. So, our court grandeur is currently here. If we bring it all up to medium level, that puts us at about 6.5. If we put it all up to here, yeah, we should really max this out. This is probably going to put us negative in our court grandeur, though. So, or rather, in our cash at this point. So this is going to be a differential of, yeah, that would not be good. I'm not going to change this yet. We need to get ourselves a little bit more established financially still. So that'll be fine for now, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to immediately begin work on consolidating our position. We are out of the problematic area at this point, and now what we need to do is we need to get our position consolidated, get our economy online. That is the major thing that we need right now, is economy, and we can get there. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Kintogan, Ali Lee, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.